Hello. My topic is about 50 Shades of Grey, the novel. The main topic of this is the novel 50 Shades of Grey portrays problematic treatment of consent, women, and presents other abusive content in the book. It is a well-known erotic romance novel written by a British author named E.L. James. A novel that is about a relationship between a college graduate, Anastasia Steele, and a young rich businessman, Christian Grey. The relationship is notable for their exotic scenes of bondage, discipline, dominance, submission, and sadism, masochism, hence BDSM. The series has been sold over 100 million copies worldwide into 52 different languages. The novel ignores and downplays the importance of consent. According to Attorney General Eric Holder, the consent is redefined in 2002 as a voluntary agreement to another's proposition. The redefinition includes any gender of victim and includes instances which the victim is incapable of giving consent due to the influence of a drug or alcohol. The male character reacts to the sentiment, "No, I don't want to have sex with you right now," by threatening to tie the speaker up, taking her clothes off, and proceeding to have sex with her. On page 222, the female character mentions, "I haven't signed anything," the legal contract he gives her before they start anything. And he emails her about as he reads her emails about the plans for the night. He responds, "I know, but I'm breaking all the rules these days." He plays off the no means otherwise. The male character takes sexual advantage of the female character when she was intoxicated. On page 185, he has sexual contact with her after she drinks multiple times, acknowledging her low tolerance of alcohol, and even then he still offered her drinks, and even then they still fail to negotiate about having sex in this kind of situation. The other secondary support for this argument is the problematic treatment of women and their submissiveness in a heterosexual relationship. The novel treats female sexual pleasure and orgasm as something belonging exclusively to a male partner to bestow as he chooses. The perpetuation of the idea that a woman has no sex drive until it is awoken by a desirable man. It is mentioned early in the novel that the female character is a virgin, and it mentions her disinterest in sex, ignoring the asexual spectrum completely. The novel also excuses the rape of a young boy and a woman. The one good thing the female main character does in the series is condemn the woman who raped her partner when he was 14, and questioning his continuing relationship with her. However, he completely laughs off her objections, and the overall plot of the book somewhat normalizes his sexual abuse. And the novel presents the only dominant female character as a rapist. The novel presents abusive content. The male character reads the female partner's emails and phone messages without her knowledge or consent. He physically hurts the partner without their informed consent. The scene in the book is when he beats her for the first time, and she's scared. She even verbally communicates to him that he is making her scared and to not hit her, and he continues to anyways, acknowledging that it causes her fear. He controls who the partner can or cannot spend time with outside of the relationship. The legal document itself says that she cannot talk to her own roommate about it. And they're actually really close friends, the roommate and her. And in the end, he routinely forces her to eat what they don't want to, when they don't want to, and what they don't want to, because he claims that she will lose her feminine physique. And for these reasons, I stand by my claim that this novel, 50 Shades of Grey, is problematic in the treatment of consent, women, and abuse.
All right, well, I know what the topic is. I don't really understand what the inference is or what the proposition is that, what's the controversy here that this piece of fiction about a couple of people who have deep problems includes depictions of things that other people might see as objectionable. Okay. Does anybody deny that this is the case? Who is defending this as an accurate representation of the relationship between men and women? I don't know why this is a controversy. I know why it's not good, but I'm not sure that anybody disputes that. I don't think people read it for the notion that this is drama. This is titillation and prurient interest, and the notion that we should be judging fictional characters by some legal standard that the Attorney General has on the issue of consent seems to be a little exaggerated here. Okay, so he's an asshat and he rapes her. There we go. And why is that controversial? Why are we arguing about it? Is there a movement out there that says elect Christian Grey President of the United States, or that we should make him Man of the Year, or that everybody should emulate him? I don't know. Maybe there is, and that's the basis of the argument. It just seems to me like you've described, an unpleasant book, and by the way, if I was the respondent, the first thing I'd do is not read the book. I would just say, you know what? I'll look at page 222 and page 185 because those are the specific references that you have, and I'll try and put them into some kind of context. But I'm, back to the issue. There's plenty of sociological stuff talking about this book, and maybe you could address it from that perspective. I didn't hear an organizational pattern that's being presented, so I think that's problematic also. And all of the examples, like I said, they're based on the material in the text itself, which is kind of circular reasoning. In other words, it's bad because they do bad things because they're bad characters, and so it's bad. And I'm going, so... like I said, the difficulty I have here has all got to do with the Brock-Reedy issue of where is the dispute on this particular point. That's 90% of my objection to what you've got going on here. All right, thank you.